Welcome to another media morsel from Jisc Digital Media. This video will provide an introduction to creating your first iTunesU course. But what is iTunesU? Many institutions are moving away from the traditional learning management system, or VLE, and delivering learning content via cloud-based or online systems, not only to reduce overheads but to provide their students with a method of delivery that suits their mobile lifestyles. iTunesU provides a platform for delivering multimedia content, presentations, books, documents, provides discussion facilities, and allows for linking to over 750,000 learning materials on iTunesU provided by leading educational institutions. And all this can be done either from a Mac or using the iPad app. We're going to be looking at setting up a course as an individual instructor, which allows for up to 12 courses with 50 students to access and 20 megabytes of storage. It is possible, however, for an institution to purchase their own channel, which will be managed in-house. Okay, so firstly you need to navigate to the iTunes Course Manager page. The address is here at the top, and you will need an Apple ID. If you don't have an Apple ID, it's quite simple to create one just by clicking on Create One Now. Okay, the first thing you'll need to do is you'll need to set up your profile by clicking on your name at the top and clicking on My Instructor Info. You'll need to obviously fill in your name, title and the institution that you work for, etc., as well as a bit of a biography. You will need to upload an image, but you can easily change this simply by either dragging and dropping an image onto this area here, or you can simply click on Choose and navigate to your computer and upload an image there. You can also zoom in if you wish to crop a section, and then you click Done. When you've completed your info, just click on Save. You are now ready to create your new course, so click on the plus symbol next to Create New Course. Firstly, you will need to fill in the relevant details of course name, short name, department, etc. You will then need to decide how your students are going to access your course. You have two options. It can either be self-paced over a number of weeks, which you simply change with the slider, or alternatively it could be an in-session course that's taught in real time, in which case you would need to specify start and end dates. I'm just going to leave this one as self-paced. You can then enable course discussions simply by ticking in the box. And then you'll need to choose a license. By default, iTunesU courses are private, but if you're going to be publishing your course, perhaps via your institution channel, then the licensing will obviously become more important. Once you've completed all this information, simply click on Save. You will now see that your course is created, and you're now ready to add content. The first step, as you can see, is that you have three sections: your course overview, which is the area you filled in earlier, then the instructor profile, and then finally the outline. And this has a red exclamation mark next to it telling you that this needs to be completed. The outline is basically the syllabus of your course, and you simply type in to the sections, press enter, and that will move you through. If you want to add a new page, perhaps you'd like to add some grading information or assessment material, simply click on Add New Page and this will be added to the course. Once this is completed, click on Save Outline. Okay, you're now ready to begin to add content to your sections, and this is done through the Posts area. As you can see, when you click on Posts, your syllabus or outline is carried forward. Simply click on the section that you wish to add and then click on the plus at the top. Enter a title for this particular post and then fill in whatever instructions or information you wish to provide to your students. You can also add assignments at this stage, and we'll come on to that in the next part. When you've completed all the information that you require, you simply click on Post. You can also save the draft, which means you can come back to it for further editing before making it available to your students. And there is your first section completed. In terms of adding materials to your course, simply click on the Materials button at the bottom. As you can see on the left hand side, there are a range of materials that you can actually add into your course. To simply add something, click on the plus as you always do, and then you have three choices. You can either upload something from your computer, for example it may be a PowerPoint presentation, Word document, PDF, something along that line, or even a video or piece of audio. I'm going to upload a PowerPoint, so I find my PowerPoint that I wish to upload, just as I would do normally. Obviously the length of time it takes to upload will depend on the size of the file, but this is quite quick and that is now uploaded. And there is my PowerPoint presentation. I can also add links, web links, or I can also add materials from the iTunesU store, and that's what we're going to do next. Okay, I'm now going to add an assignment to one of my posts and create a link to an iTunesU course. Simply fill in the relevant information on your post and then click Add Assignment. It will then have an option to attach material, and I'm going to select iTunes or web link. Now what we need is a iTunes store link. So you need to go to the iTunes store and then log into iTunesU. As you can see, there are a range of collections and topics that you can search through to find the information that you wish to add. So you simply browse to the area that you want to use and find the course that you want to add into your own course. Now in this particular one, as you can see, it's made up of a number of elements. Now some of those elements are free and others you would have to pay for. So I'm going to add in a piece of video into my course. So I'm going to add in this one here, and I simply click on the arrow and copy link. Go back to my course and paste that link in. Click on Enter Link, and that has now been added, once I click Add, into my course, ready for my students to start. I can also have start and stop times, as it's a video, so that the students will be taken directly to the piece of information that I want them to use. Okay, so the last thing you need to do is enable enrolment for your students so they can have access to your course. Click on the Enrolment tab at the top, and as it says, students request enrolment by entering the Enroll code in the iTunesU app on an iPad or an iPhone. So you'd simply need to copy that enrolment code, either email it to your students or you could post it up onto your VLE, for example. Now when they access the course using that code, it will put it into the requests area, and then you could obviously approve their enrolment. Alternatively, you can select the auto approve, which means that they'll be approved immediately and you will not need to do that as a manual job. Alternatively, you can also get a web link, and again you can email that to your students or post it up on your VLE, and students can access that on their iPads as well. It is also possible to give other instructors editing rights to your course. This can be really useful when you're trying to share material. Simply click on Add Contributor and type in their email address. Click Invite, and this will send an invitation to them, which they simply click to accept, and they will then be able to edit your course and use it themselves with their own students. Well, that was a brief introduction to creating an iTunesU course. For further support and guidance in using media in e-learning, please contact us via our website at www.jiscdigitalmedia.ac.uk. But we would be pleased to welcome you to join us on the 15th of October for our hosted webinar, Video for All, presented by Teresa McKinnon, Principal Teaching Fellow at the University of Warwick Language Centre, who will be discussing their use of video along with their VLE to enhance teaching and learning, and their participation in the EU-funded Video for All project. Visit our website to register for this free event. Thanks for watching.